So you just dropped your debut album, You Don't Want Help, this past Friday. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
How you feeling? How's the...
I feel good. I kind of detached from it so that I don't feel like nervous about it, but I feel good about it.
Yeah, it's out.
It's relieving.
It's done.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So like the reception is like not really something you pay attention to?
I try not to because I'll get like swamped with like it'll just occupy me
For
if
sure.
I try to pay too much attention.
No, I know what you mean, yeah. Well, in case you hadn't heard, everyone loves it.
I'm also everyone.
Yeah, including us. Yeah, I mean, it's great. Like, we were singing some of the songs earlier, actually, before you got here. But we just have one question. And that's, who hurt you?
Who do we have to beat up?
No, what do we do about it?
I won't say any names.
We can start some controversy, you know?
No one even knows him anyways, so that's the tease. No one knows him. So, but it was just my ex-boyfriend. You know, it's a classic breakup album. So that's who. But no more bad blood.
Okay, good.
Yeah, this is
Very
a
mature.
warning for anyone who tries. You're gonna get a whole album made against you.
With a sword on the cover
Right.
and cut your head off. One sword style.
Right.
I also appreciate that you like are able to put some humor into it. You know, like the song that we were talking about before is "You're the Worst Person I Know," and I know everyone.
I thought that was funny.
It's so funny. Yeah.
Do you remember like coming up with that lyric?
Not really. I literally remember thinking that it was funny, and I was like, is this too cheesy? But then I was like, well, I'll just make it kind of like a little cheesy, like, pop melody, because I, like, wanted it to be, like, catchy and, like, pretty simple, so that it could, like, kind of just be just a little bit cliche.
Well, I think people easily understand that. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
she's being silly right there.
Yeah.
You know, you don't
Well, I
actually know everyone.
I do know everyone.
You do?
And I have their addresses.
Okay, all 7 billion.
This is CIA.
I know, for real. Yellow pages.
Right. Yeah.
So it seems, upon listening to it, it seems like you've, let me know if this is accurate, there's some sort of like corrupted domesticity angle, like a rotten cottagecore almost.
Yeah, I've actually thought about that. I was like, wait, this is like the theme of a lot of songs. And I feel like it's because, I don't know, I think I went through like just like a bad period of like depression after that. And I just wanted to like sit and do nothing and rot. And like everyone always uses the term like bed rotting or whatever. Like just kind of like as a silly thing. I was like, this is actually what I'm doing. And I think unintentionally that became the theme of a lot of songs. And it's just like an imagery that I find really easy to like tie into stuff.
So like, I'm always curious about like the whole album making process. Like, did you have like a vision for like you wanted to make an album that looks kind of like this, and then you kind of made songs from there, or did it just happen organically? Or
Was there a Pinterest board?
Yeah,
There was a Pinterest board after, like,
Okay.
for the album cover and stuff. But as far as like a overarching like idea goes, there was not any overarching idea. Like I just was writing songs as I was like feeling all those emotions, and then eventually I was like, I think I have enough now to make an album actually. So I'm gonna see if it was before I recorded all of them that I decided that they would be an album. Like I wrote them all first, then I was like, I think I can make these fit with each other pretty well. And then just as far as the like imagery goes, like I've always just been really into like, I don't know, like creepy imagery and stuff and like Southern Gothic. I don't even think that I like portray that at all, but like that's the type of like aesthetic that I always like, and I love like horror movies and stuff, and like I don't know, I've always been into that like weird kind of occult like niche of interests.
Yeah.
So I think it was like easy to kind of base an aesthetic off of that.
Are there like what horror movies are you into? Are there any that like really that you draw inspiration from?
Not like specifically. I love like period pieces, like anything like colonial or like early like 1900s or something. And then like religious horror movies. And I don't even have like religious trauma or anything. I just think that like genre is so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything with like southern like, I don't know, southern like Christian themes or like Catholic themes, like nuns and stuff like that. I think those are all really interesting. And then I just saw Longlegs too.
Okay.
That, if I hadn't written the album already, I think that would have definitely been an inspiration.
Oh, really? We haven't seen it yet, but I
It
think
was so
we're
good.
trying to see it soon.
yeah.
I love it.
Like Conjuring, like sort of the religious
I love The
southern.
Conjuring.
Yeah.
I love The Conjuring.
Yeah. I mean, like, I want to see Longlegs because I'm like a big fan of like Silence of the Lambs. Like, have you seen that one?
It's very similar, yeah. It's
Okay.
like, it's not even really horror. Like, it's just super uneasy and like unnerving. You just are like creeped out the entire time. There's no like jump scares or anything, not any gore or anything, but it's just creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also just like shot really well. And like, I love it kind of goes along with the like religious horror, like the like Christian, like satanic panic era. It's like set in that era. And I
Totally.
just think I always thought that was so interesting. So
Is
I
that
like it.
is that your number one genre, like movie wise? Like,
Yeah, that's like, yeah, every time I want to watch a movie, it's always a horror movie. Like, I'll see other ones, obviously, but that's my go-to for what I want to see or want to watch.